Hello, hello beautiful people. Kryllyk here, back in action, more survival stories. As you can see, I've been off doing a little bit of flower picking. That's right, doing a little flower picking. I haven't really done much over in this neck of the woods. I've done a little bit of resource, fandangling, and I believe we pretty much have everything over in this neck of the woods. I should probably double check that, but I think I've successfully moved all of the chests over from our previous little farm area here, and I'm kind of just keeping the trees growing over in this neck of the woods. It is super satisfying to chop down that big old block of oak, I must say. Oh boy, it's one of the greatest feelings ever with the lumber axe. Oh. But yeah, so as you can see, our sweet little dank cave is empty now. Oh, good times, good times. Oh, I want to chop it down, but as you can see, I do not have the inventory required for that. So, anyways, all that put aside, we are actually going to branch off a little bit. We've gotten the ore processing. We've got that, at least started. I need to start just building. Just got to get some building in. But in the meantime, there's a few other utilities and whatnot that I want to get, as well as I want to get out to the location for where I'm going to put my Botania setup for now. I have a bit of a plan there. So first things first, we are going to get ourselves the Lexica Botania from Botania. It is the book of all books, basically. This allows you to basically see anything and everything in Botania. Very nice stuff, very useful items. Like, for example, the Pure Daisy. Pure Daisy is a beautifully useful item that requires some white petals and, a petal apothecary and all that kind of jazz. But we'll get into that once we get over there. Perfect timing. It's like I planned it. Oh, come on. That was so perfect. Why you do this to me, game? There we go. Perfect timing. But anyways, we do have a little bit of a jaunt. I want to venture over in this direction. And I wanted to bring up a couple things. So, on the weekend there, yeah, I've been Gumby-legged. That's the best way I can explain it. For the past few days. I'm so out of shape. Sorry, I shouldn't say I'm so out of shape. I did a 6-kilometer mud race with my wife. Slime, please. I hear you underneath the ground. But I did a 6-kilometer mud race with my wife. Okay? Had a blast. Oh man, what a fun time. I wish we had more people. I think it would have been even more fun. I would have pushed my friends in mud pits and whatnot. Oh, hello there, Cobble. Who put you there? But yeah, so it was honestly a blast. But my legs have been suffering since, so I'm going to try to potentially get a schedule down a little bit more and try to fit in some more of the working out and all that kind of stuff. But it's not going to take away from this or that or whatever. So just wanted to talk about it and, make a point to let you guys know how important it is, because it is very important. But yeah, a lot of fun. I recommend doing it if you can. All right? And honestly, I saw lots of people doing it. So, and some of those people, if they can do it, most of you guys can do it. All right? And if you're a kid, ask your parents to take you. Hiya. Why not? All right. So, this Craig that we started on, absolutely awesome, right? Maybe not for first starting out on, because it was a pain to get up and down, but we are going to take that to our advantage now with a little bit of Botania up on the crag. So I'm going to do the old climbing thing like a mountain goat from the old Rocky Mountains, and we'll see if we can't get up top. I wish I had jetpack or something. Alrighty, so I was originally thinking about climbing the mountain, But then I remembered this awesome water pool down here, and we have a slime thing up above, and it just seems kind of natural down in this little vicinity. So what I think I'm going to do, I think we're going to do a little bit of crag removal, actually. I know you guys are probably going to freak out at me for this, but what I'm thinking is a little Botania section just down here over by the pond. So a little bit of terraforming and whatnot of the land. And we can kind of make it a little bit fancier, if that makes sense. So for right now, I'm going to get out my chest. And I'm going to put all my stuff in my chest so that I can actually store some of this crag. Like so. Get rid of all that Botania stuff. Beautiful. So we're going to do a little bit of terraforming. And hopefully you guys don't hate it too much. And we'll be right back. Really? Really? That's going to be the problem with the crag. There are going to be a lot of bad guys. A lot of bad guys. Including blue slimes. Which I'm not against. Having some blue slimes? Useful. So, I know it's not much to look at, right? We need to get some grass over here. We need to gussy it up quite a bit. There's a cool idea that I actually have for along the face here. And kind of just revamping this whole little area down in this little valley. And, you know, I got plans maybe for that. We'll see. That scares me a little bit. A basalts? Never actually ran across one of those before. I have no clue what to expect from them. But he's not going to bug me. We made a deal. It's fine. So, I got a whole bunch of crag rock. We got this nice little area starting to come together. We need to get some grass down here for sure. But what we can do right now is we can actually work out some of our stuff that we need. So let's get our Lexica Botania out, and we need a petal apothecary. This is one of the first things you need, hands down, to get into Botania. So we need a little bit of cobblestone and some cobblestone slabs. So luckily enough, we have these things. And then the other thing that we need is a flower petal. Now I recommend just basically taking the one that you have the most of, throwing it in there like so, and bingo bango, we have ourselves a petal apothecary. Now I want to keep this somewhat close to the water. Let's just set it down there. As you can see, it's kind of like a fence size. You can't jump over it. Could be actually a neat little decor item, maybe, I don't know, maybe, but not too shabby. A little bit of water, just like so, and it fills up the top. Pretty straightforward, right? Yes, indeed. So, the next thing that we need is 4 white petals to get a pure daisy. Now, there's a little bit of a catch, and I completely forgot the items back at the other base. We need seeds. Plain old vanilla Minecraft seeds. Not belladonna, not mandrake. Regular seeds. There's 1. Okay. Good. So 1 seed. That'll work for now. I'll travel back, I guess, tomorrow for the rest. Ugh, there's going to be so many bad guys around here. Alright, so basically you stand on top of the petal apothecary. This is the way I like to do it anyways. I like to stand on top. Throw in the 4 petals. You'll see that they start to swirl around and do their little thing. You drop in a seed, and that's when it completes the process, and we got our first pure daisy. Awesome. Very, very useful item. Amazingly useful, I should say. And I'm just going to set her down right like so. In the meantime, let's see about sleeping. No? Still not. Alright. Let's fill the bucket up with some more water, like so. Get that going. Now we can sleep. Now we can sleep off the nighttime. It's dangerous out here. Let me just tell you that. And I'm not all that equipped. Copper broadsword. Yeah, I should probably upgrade that to alamite. But anyways, as you can see, this beautiful, beautiful little daisy can do multiple different things for us. And two of the most vital things that it can do for us is it can change wood and stone into living wood and living stone. Very nice thing. If you know all this stuff about Botania and you're going, okay, boring, I highly recommend you check out Iskel's video. I can't remember which number it is, but it's, I think, in the hundreds, where he did an automated living stone, living rock thing that floored me. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome. Can I grow one of those trees? That tree was amazing. I want to grow you. That was an amazing tree. Oh, can I grow it back? I wonder, like, if I put them in a cross pattern like that, does it grow the oak? No, it can't, right? No, that wouldn't happen, right? Anyways, yeah. So very good stuff, but we only got oak saplings. All right, it's fine. It's probably a generated thing. So let me demonstrate here with a little bit of oak, because that's the easiest thing that I had on me. So. And it's also one of the first things that you need. So when you place items around, like the 8 logs here, they'll eventually turn into living wood. Now this process does take some time, so it's not like going to be overnight, basically. But it's pretty darn awesome, if I do say so myself. We'll just throw up some of this wood here. I got a little bit of iron too, and maybe just get rid of some of that stuff as well. I do want to get a little bit of smooth stone going, just like so. Thank you, Digger's Backpack. I tell you, if you're doing some terraforming, get yourself a Digger's Backpack on resupply mode. Amazing. For all this dirt, I'd never had to click in another stack or nothing. And I was pretty much almost out, but it did the job and it lasted long enough. And there we go, some living wood. Very nice. And this stuff works just the same as, you know, any other wood. Use your hatchet or your, I think you can even use the lumber axe on it. And you get yourself some living wood. Now, one of the biggest advantages of living wood, and when you start out with it, is one beautiful recipe. And that is the Wand of the Forest. Let me see if I can find it here. I guess I could use the Lexica Botania. There they are right there. Wand of the Forest. So 3 living wood twigs with a couple petals. And there's a whole bunch of different options that you can do for this guy. I kind of recommend whatever color you like best. Okay? I'm going to do cyan. Because, why? I love me some cyan. There we go. There we go. Wand of the Forest. Absolutely awesome item. And a great tool that's needed for the Botania. Alright? We're getting a little bit of living rock going and all that kind of stuff. Another great one is the flower pouch. I'm probably going to make one of these here pretty soon as I find enough wool and all that kind of stuff. It'll basically just hold all your flowers up to 64 and away you go. But I do want to get into a little bit of generating some mana. Okay? Now, mana is... There it goes. Mana is what all of Botania works on for the most part. So, I want to get some of that going pretty much ASAP. It's very, very important, and it's pretty much vital, alright? But most of the time, people go with, like, a day bloom, alright? Day bloom is kind of the easiest one to get. It's usually one of the first ones you get. You set it up into a little pattern, and you get a little bit of mana from it just for having it out in the sun. It works like a solar panel and all that kind of stuff. Very nice, very slow, though, okay? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this nice pool of water that we have out here. And I think I'm going to go with some hydrangeas. And we're just going to start off with a little bit of hydrangea because we want a renewable resource, right? And as you guys know, water is renewable. So, get a little hydrangea action going here, and that should at least jumpstart our Botania a little bit, I'm thinking. This is my plan anyways. I hope that makes sense. I don't have enough food. Alright, but let's look up hydrangeas, okay? So this guy, 3x3 water around it, it'll pull, and they work better when it rains as well. Okay, so there's a nice little hydrangea setup pulling from the nearby water. That's very good. And to make it, oh boy, that's a bit of a problem. These mana petals are a little bit of an issue. You need to drop them in a mana pool. I forgot about this. That's why people normally start with the day bloom. So we need a little bit of mana before we can get things going. So that means I'll have to make a day bloom and get some of that stuff going first and foremost. So let's find out the day bloom recipe. It's pretty straightforward, if I'm not mistaken. 2 yellow, a light blue, and an orange. Okay, 2 yellow, a light blue, and an orange. Boom, boom, and boom. Alright, let's start crafting this guy. 2 yellow, a light blue, an orange. Boom. Day bloom. Awesome. Daybreak arrival. Good stuff. Alright, we will place this guy. Well, that's inconvenient, isn't it? That's gonna mess up my whole thing, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Does this work? Okay, it's generating some. Actually, I want to see if this will still work just down here, even though it's covered by that slime platform. Alright, boom. It does generate. Okay, so it just generates because the sun is out. That is very good. And the other thing that we need is some of this living rock, and we need to get ourselves a mana pool. Just like so. Very nice, right? We are getting things done slowly but surely. Let's get a little bit more of this stuff producing. We need a way to get our mana from the day bloom into the pool. And to do that, we need to look... I heard you. I heard you. Get out of here. Quit bugging me. We need to look at our mana manipulation. And for that, we're going to need to get ourselves a mana spreader. Okay? Skip all that. So, some living wood, a piece of gold, and a petal of any type and color. Now, here is the perfect opportunity for me to take back some of my loots that I don't need over here and get some more food and stuff, and we will be right back. Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves the mana spreader just like that. Pretty straightforward. And it's like I wasn't even gone, hey? So one of the things with the Wand of the Forest, so you'll see here, well, it drained it, right? And it put it into the pool. Well, it actually just filled up the mana spreader. Once this actually gets to one of the ticks on the screen, yeah, I just pointed at the screen. Yes, I did. It'll fill up the mana pool. Now, one of the ways that you can configure these things, if you shift right click on your Wand of the Forest, you see the little green leaf there. Also can see it just a little bit as a pixel in the bottom right hand side of the screen. And what you can do is you can shift right click on that and shift right click on the mana pool itself. And that'll align it to make sure that it does hit that mana pool. Now, the way that it was set up beforehand, just by me placing it down, it was going to hit the mana pool either way, but it's a nice little thing to keep in mind all the time. Alright? So, very good stuff. We're going to probably have to fix our tool situation, but that's a different story. All that we need is a little bit of mana. So I think we're going to get that done. And then we can cruise on and hopefully get a little bit faster power generation. Or mana generation. So we're back here. I've made another day bloom just to speed up the process a little bit. Oh my lord, they're so slow. I'm trying to make a video here and it's late and all that kind of stuff. But you can see here that I've made another diluted mana pool. And when you hover over this one and you have enough mana in there, you'll see that there's a little check mark. Now if you don't have enough mana there, the check mark turns to an X. Alright? But all you do is you drop this item in, boom, Vivid Wave. We actually have a real mana pool now. So I'm actually going to break that one, place down our real mana pool, which is a lot bigger, might I add. It can store a lot more mana. We lost a little bit there. There's a way that you can make it so that you don't lose and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, for right now, that'll do the job. I'm just going to store that guy in there for right now because I'm trying to push on towards the hydrangeas. And you really just need to push on through. So I have all the flowers I need. I have all the seeds I need. We're basically just waiting on the mana for the cyan and the blue mana petals there. So for right now, there's not too much. I love the support you guys have been giving me. I know I took a long hiatus and numbers dropped quite a bit, but I really do really appreciate all the loyal support and all that kind of stuff that you guys give me all the time. It helps a ton and it allows me to do cool things like mud hero runs. So that was a lot of fun. So I think we're going to finish up. We're going to get a few hydrangeas here. I'm going to set up that system. And then I think we're at least started out in Botania. Alright, so here we go. We can get the cyan petal just like so. Excellent. Alright, let's jump over here. We need to get ourselves a Minecraft seed. And let's make our first one more you and you. And you. Hydrangea. Awesome. Very excited about this. This should help a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be the be-all, end-all. Trust me on that. But it should assist somewhat. So, I'm thinking... Uh-oh. Oh, thank God I got dirt on me. Woo! And thank God for the digger's backpack. Alright, there we go. The hydrangea is planted. You should see it start to grab the water at some point. Oh, I heard something. Did it drink? I think it's drinking. It's drinking the water. I'm pretty sure it's drinking the water. Okay, and then we could probably put another one right over this direction. So now it showed kind of like a 3x3 section. So if we want to place another guy right there, we'll have to get rid of a little bit of the lake here. Which isn't going to be all that kosher by my standards. But we'll see what I can come up with. I might just get rid of that little bit of an idea. And I might place another one down right here. Because that would, by theory, make pretty good sense. So I'll probably make another one here right away. As soon as we get enough mana. Hopefully this guy... Oh yeah, it's going way faster already. That is good. That is very, very good. 1 and 2. Oh, yes, we can do it. We can get another one right now. And we can set it all up. And what a perfect end to the video. Make sure you slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe for all the good things that are going to be coming our way. Now, I do realize... Trust me on this. I do realize we haven't gotten a lot of building done. And I completely understand that. But you guys also have to understand that we need some of the vitals, right? There's some vital things that we do not have at this point in time. One of them being flight. Flight is a wonderful thing when it comes to building. I started getting a chisel, for example. There's still so many things, just more materials. More readily accessible materials as well would be very, very nice. But it's one of those things, they'll come in time, and I'm going to try my best to continue to develop and improve on the way things go and the speed at which we go as well. So I hope you guys don't mind. Some of this is a little bit more of a technical side of things to start out with, but we will get to awesome and beautiful and amazing things in no time. I'm guarantee it. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Bye-bye for now.